Most of my work has two elements. A, it has to have Tasmanian stories, and B, that it uses Tasmanian woods. The design process I go through mainly is that you have the idea and then you try and match it with materials to make the story richer. The Cape Barren geese cabinets came into being that I wanted to do, it was the bicentenary year, and that's when I started using it in actual furniture rather than and not weather vanes. And I wanted the centrepiece to be a flying Cape Barren goose. And it progressed to become quite a feature for what and an interest to me, where I could make it more three-dimensional. So instead of it just flying above a cabinet, it could actually be incorporated as being very part of the cabinet. The twin benches in the design collection came about because it's just two twin planks of wood which are live sawn or band sawn, and I wanted to show, and the length of the log was that, and I wanted to show the totality of it so that you could get a better essence of what the Huon pine tree was, so the benches could either be side by side or end on or continuous, you know, where it flares in and flares out. So you've got a better grasp of what was the essence of the tree. The research bowl is really an exercise in three-dimensional form where you're actually carving. You have a big block of wood and you're carving things away. And having spent one summer with my family in kayaks and going around it, in an environment which is virtually unchanged since Aboriginal times, and being inspired by that. So I have done other work that deals with Research Bay, and I will continue to do that. Yeah, I think respect for the material is the essence of the forestry practice. If foresters aren't careful in getting the best of what the trees are, and I mean, in the past it's been like a vegetable patch. The wood chippers were just going for the spuds in the vegetable patch, and in getting to the spuds they went over the carrots and they knocked down the tomatoes and they did all this other damage. But now I think that we're getting to a stage where those things which were less valued, and it's only like 40 years ago, 50 years ago that these things were less valued, we're getting to a better understanding, but we're still a long way from fully understanding or having respect for our forest. The 12 endemic birds of Tasmania came about because I've spent a lot of time on Bruny at a friend's place, and I'm also interested in birds, and I just thought it would be good to do those, and I thought, being an island and Bruny being an island, that the boat became appropriate. It's a sort of a hybrid 60s surf boat, came, you know, maybe a Northern Australian Aboriginal hollowed out log boat, or a Huon piners sort of elongated piners boat, and the birds are then just in it. And it was then a matter of whether I put them on little seats, but then I chose that birds are always in trees, on perches, and that I would just put them on like a roosting thing. And they're enjoying the journey. So at the head we have led by the native hen, and at the rear we have the currawong. And yeah, all those smaller ones of various ones are honey eaters, and big honey eater, and the yellow throat, and green rosellas, and spotted pardalote. So they're all there, the 12 endemic birds of Tasmania.